I love when people, particularly those on Twitter, attempt gotcha moments with the Tolkien fandom. Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm back with another video, and whether or not you believe this tweet in particular is bait is irrelevant, I believe, personally, because it is indicative of the ad hominem attacks and gotcha attempts we will be facing within the next month or so, given the release of Rings of Power is looming on the horizon in early September. And what is the current gotcha attempt from these individuals? Well, this tweet right here. Lord of the Rings could never be made today. People online would get too offended. And what scene does this account pull out of his or her ass to make this assertion, to make this assumption, to make this argument? And I use that term very generously because argument typically implies there is some semblance of logic and rationality to it. However, the scene in particular chosen is the badass moment with Eowyn and the Witch King. When the Witch King claims no man can kill him, pretty much, and the gist of it without going into the exact wording within the text, and she says, "I am no man." Harkens back to the video I made previously where a particularly Rings of Power actress claimed finally women have agency within Lord of the Rings. And here is one particular moment, where a female character demonstrated incredible agency. Not at the expense of her male counterparts, not to virtue signal, not to elevate her as a strong woman, virtually by power of the uterus. No, she is just a strong character. And the gotcha attempt is, we would be up in arms if we saw this on film today. That is their argument. Because, in their minds, and I say also that very loosely, very generously, the problem we have with the Rings of Power is just the fact that there are female characters, pretty much. Never mind that I'm a woman who has problems with this, in particular the Rings of Power. Never mind that I'm a woman, a biracial woman, who has problems with tokenized diversity and introducing non-canonical characters simply to check off diversity boxes and so forth to appease the Twitter mobs on social media. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They don't listen to any of those rational arguments. They don't listen to anything that goes against their narrative. And this is the narrative. That the Tolkien fandom is filled with sexists, or racists, or picanist and picophobe. We are it, essentially. Alright, so I quote tweeted this individual, and I said, I love when they believe they're clever. And I took a picture of my copy of Lord of the Rings. It is in technically 6 books, but all 3 volumes are in this text right here. Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Alright? And I point out simply that it's not a gotcha moment because it is in the text right here. Okay? A cold voice answered, "Come not between the Nazgul and his prey, or he will not slay thee in thy turn. He will bear thee away to the houses of lamentation, beyond all darkness, where thy flesh shall be devoured, and thy shriveled mind be left naked to the lidless eye. A sword rang as it was drawn. Do what you will, but I will hinder it, if I may. Hinder me, thou fool. No living man may hinder me." Then Mary heard of all sounds in that hour the strangest. It seemed that Durnhelm, because that's what Mary knew this individual as, laughed. And the clear voice was like the ring of steel. "But no living man am I. You look upon a woman. Eowyn I am, Eowyn's daughter. You stand between me and my lord and kin." She's talking about King Theoden. She is protecting her uncle, a male character. "Begone, if you be not deathless, for living or dark undead, I will smite you if you touch him." The verbiage is different in the films, obviously, because they can't exactly pull entirely the text from the Lord of the Rings, from the Return of the King in particular, but the gist is there. We knew it from the book. We saw it in the film. And that's big reason why we had no issue with it, because it is source. It is from the source. Tolkien fans always knew she was a strong character. We always knew she was going to be the one to take down the Witch King of Nazgul. We always knew that. And yet, this is their claim. This is their claim. That we would take issue with it today simply because it was a demonstration of whatever you want to call it. Female empowerment, whatever verbiage they want to fucking use against us. When in reality, it was simply a strong character on screen. Defeating the enemy. Defeating the Witch King. And Tolkien, being a master of language, had that twist. And no issue with it since its publication in 1955. No issue whatsoever in the nearly 70 years since it's released. Now all of a sudden, you're pulling it out of your ass to prove whatever fallible argument, whatever fallible point you have. But whatever the case, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Do you agree with this individual? Do you disagree with this individual? Again, are you planning on watching Rings of Power for whatever reason? Yes or no? Maybe. Let me know all that fun stuff down in the comments below. I will be live on my Twitch, Jade_Fire, later on this evening, fingers crossed, planning to get into playing Destiny 2. Now, I haven't really played Destiny 2 at all. I very quickly attempted the beginning of it when I had a chance many months ago, but life got in the way, and now I'm returning to it. So I'm going to be playing that tonight, about 7:30 p.m. Eastern, give or take. So if you like Destiny streams or Destiny 2 streams, or watching me pretty much not rage, but at least noob my way through playing a new game, come and check that out tonight on my Twitch. Again, Jade_Fire. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is Mario Jade. Catch you on the dark side, and I might not be a man, but you definitely aren't either.